Hi, so this is the last Roman numeral. This is the last body paragraph. Yowzers. So, Roman numeral 5, this is my problem child, okay, of all of the paragraphs. This is the problem child question. Was Einstein right? Well, I don't have any research for this, right? I noticed that I don't have any research available. Well, this is really important for a few reasons. Number one, what does this method help you to do? It helps you to understand what questions you might have that are provable and what questions you might have that are not. Was Einstein right? I can't prove that. So I think for Roman numeral 5, this wouldn't be a body paragraph for me. This would be like my conclusion paragraph. This would essentially be a summation of my findings in order to assess all of the research and then draw a conclusion from it. To say, well, based on all of these things, it seems like Einstein had the idea. He had the right idea when he said this, that this is something we should probably care about more. This is probably something we should focus on a little bit more as we're trying to figure out what chemicals are safe to use, not only for human consumption, but for the environment as a whole. I could also make this into a much bigger topic about global preservation, right? Because it's so much more than just preserving our species. But I think now more than ever, I think we're all a little bit more sensitive to the fact that that's what all of these efforts are about. State lockdowns, countries being locked down, like countrywide lockdowns. All of this is for the sake of preserving and protecting our survival here on the planet. But all of that is for naught if we are going to completely abolish the other systems, the other species that allow us to flourish and thrive as human beings. And so that could be a way that I could tie this in. And that would be another example of also making this specific to the time period. I think this is the time period where we are the most cognizant of those facts. So again, using this method to figure out what you can prove and what you can't. Also to show you where you might have some lapses in being able to actually have the support for something. So knowing where and when you have to go back and actually do more research in order to discuss something if you're going to include it. Now, there could very easily be another way of looking at this. I could look and say, okay, Roman numeral 5, you're my problem child. Was Einstein right? And I could decide, you know what? That's not really provable. So maybe I should frame it in a different way. Maybe I don't want to say it this way. Maybe I'm setting myself up for a failure here. And that could be too. I personally like to take the creative license in things. And so, as you know, my writerly ways, I, of course, am going to keep was Einstein right. But I also know that it's not really a place for research, but more so for the conclusions that I've drawn from what I've read, right? From what I've researched, from what I've studied. This is really helpful step. I think that you're going to be in good shape once you finish this. This is what you're going to get from me. You're going to get these first 6 pages. As you can see, it's a longer handout, but you're going to get the first 6 pages because that's what you need. So you might be asking yourself, what am I supposed to turn into her? So this is what you're supposed to submit for your completed assignment. I will consider this assignment complete if you submit to me something that looks roughly like my page 5 and my page 6. Okay, so page 5 and 6 is your model for what the assignment should look like. With your name on it somewhere, of course. But this is essentially what I'm looking for. I'm looking for your basically an expanded rough outline, and the way you're expanding it is with the quotes that you've pulled organized under the proper headings. So under the proper topic sentences or the proper Roman numerals, because you do realize, I don't know if I said this in the last video, but you do realize that these Roman numerals, these questions, are going to turn into your topic sentences. I think I did say that before, but I want to reiterate it now. What you're looking at here, this will turn into your topic sentence. This will turn into a definitive statement. And that's why you have to prove it with the quotes that you use. Okay, that's it for this week. Have fun doing this. I think this will put into perspective what you've got locked down, pun intended. Get it? See what I did there? And then also, I think it'll show you where you might need to expand your research. If this is the last week or so where I'm thinking that you might actually go back and do some research for what you haven't found already. After this week, and I'm going to tack on another week to that, but I would like for this to be the last week where you're going and finding sources. After this week, I don't want you to have to do that. And if you do this assignment correctly, I don't think you will. Okay, so if you have questions, as always, please reach out, let me know, email me. And I'm going to post this for you. I'll also post the assignment example separately because I just want to keep it separate. So you're going to get 2 attachments. You'll get one that has 6 pages, so it'll be all 6 pages. And then the assignment sample will be pages 5 and 6, just so that you keep them straight, so that you know what I want you to turn into me. Okay, have another great week. Please stay safe out there. And I know that this will not all be for naught. I know that we will see each other on the other side of this, on ground, maybe in another class that I'm teaching, but at least in the hallway, where we can give each other a smile and a high five, because you know what? We made it. Okay, so I will see you next time. And again, if you have questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.